Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there seems to be a looming diplomatic tension here because of the latest movement by Putin. I want you to understand something here, ladies and gentlemen. Russia and the US, they don't see eye to eye. Politically, they are not on the same page. That is why you find that there's always been this debate of BRICS, and we've talked about BRICS in this channel for so many times. And for those who've not been following that story of BRICS, let me just take you through it. BRICS is a formation of Brazil, Russia, India, C for China, S for South Africa. But then lately they've been talk about Argentina. They've been talk about some countries, I think even Egypt, countries which are angling towards joining BRICS. Also, there's the issue of Saudi Arabia, who have also joined BRICS. So the BRICS debate has been out there in the public domain, and the main intention is to have oil procured in BRICS currency, because the idea behind it is to fight the dollar. Now that I've given you that history, and you know very well that Kenya and US are allies, what do you think is going to happen with this new development that Putin has picked someone as a veteran diplomat to be an ambassador of Russia to Kenya? It means he will be allowed to visit State House. It means he will strike diplomatic deals on behalf of Russia. You know, if that is what is going to happen, it means USA kuna shida. So before we get further on this analysis, please like this video. So important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. US have been trying to lock out Russia from majority of the countries. Now, the fact that Russia has set foot here in Kenya by appointing an ambassador, it means Russia has interest in Kenya. Now, because Russia has an interest in Kenya and the US has an interest in Kenya, so that is now where it becomes pretty disturbing. So also, the question that I want to ask myself is the timing. You know, this timing is coming at a time where US is constantly pushing Kenya to make some changes. US is constantly pushing Kenyans to allow the Gen Zs to protest. US is also believed to be financing Ford Foundation, which is also believed to have financed the protest in Kenya. So because of this realization and the timing of Russia, I look at this issue of Russia being allowed to appoint an ambassador who is to Kenya as a political move, trying to warn the US that if you continue meddling in our affairs, then we are going to allow the US to meddle in our affairs. I don't know that you understand this point, ladies and gentlemen. It's about politics, and it's about personal interest. RUTO's interest right now seems to be shifting away from the US. Now, part of the reason which I believe Kenya could have allowed Russia here is because of the chairmanship position of the AUC. You know, there are countries in Africa which support Russia. And because Kenya wants the endorsement of these countries could have given Kenya that demand to allow Russia to bring an ambassador here or appoint an ambassador to Kenya. Why? Because that ambassador will represent the interests of those other countries which support Russia. And because Russia knows that Kenya is ripe for development, Russia is interested in Kenya.
And I believe that our meeting is going to give an additional impetus to strengthening our relationship. I remember my previous conversation with the Prime Minister of Kenya. That was in 2011. And of course, our parliaments are also...
So this is like a diplomatic kind of a tactical approach to make sure that those countries that support Russia will support Raila Amolo Odinga. Because like I told you some times ago, this issue of AUC is about win, give and take. You know, you have to let go certain things for you to benefit from certain things. So one of the things here Kenya probably could have been asked to do is to allow Russia to set foot in Kenya, if at all Kenya wants to have the support of those other countries like South Africa, countries that support Russia, countries like Egypt, you know, those countries. This decision by Moscow is widely seen as a tactical move by Russia to unseat US from the African continent. Let me also take you back a bit. Last year when Russia hosted Africa heads of state, Kenya did not show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to the gala reception.
That forced Russia to come out publicly and disclose that they had, or Russia had donated certain metric tons, I think it was around 33,000 metric tons of fertilizer to Kenya. That visit, the only head of state, I think Uganda, I don't remember about Tanzania, but Uganda's head of state was one of those heads of state who went to Russia, but Kenya didn't.
For the crude oil, in which we are involved with Total, the French company, and some Chinese companies, but Russian companies can also come in.
And it forced Russia to make some comments, just like I've told you. So this fact that Kenya has allowed Russia to set its foot here in Kenya, because of course for Russia to set up an ambassador office in Kenya, it means there might have been some diplomatic arrangement between Kenya and Russia. They couldn't just have come here without an agreement between the two countries. So it means US hawatakuwa na raha, because US knows very well that Russia has a very a negative agenda about them. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in your comment section and just offer your reaction. Do you think this move of Russia being allowed to appoint an ambassador to Kenya could be a political move, or could be just be a tactical move to remove US, which is believed to be behind Gen Z's support? Just go below in your comment section and you can offer your reaction on the same. Now perhaps if you watch this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.